hello and welcome to the second session of Escape from Tarkov PVE. And today we're going to continue to get the tour a little bit further up. We're starting with the quest from Therapist that has us going to the Americom location on Ground Zero. The quest is called First in Line, and we have to find 3 medicine items. So we'll rush over Ground Zero, try to get as many items for the hideout as possible, and try to get these medical items as well, and survive getting out of Emercom Station. Hopefully we can exit there. That's not known. After that, we're going to head to Interchange to start with the tour. Right, so yeah. We started over at PVE, we got the extraction done. It should be in the episode before, if you haven't watched it. And yeah, this is the second episode of our PVE playthrough. We did it in all the beta, well, just all the other episodes that we did throughout the year that we had. They were all just the standard quest lines. And yeah, today we're going to do probably them again, but also the story quests that are all brand new with a 1.0 release. So yeah, waiting on Ground Zero, queuing up, batching, and then we head out. Alright, we're getting up ahead, sitting in Tarbank. So we'll head out in the office and try to get as much out of the PC books. Our extract should be Emercom, so we're safe on that. Okay, so first we need matches, blue tape, white tape, and crickets, lighters. Wires always good to have around. HEDs, we just take them for now. Probably won't need them, but yeah, better to have them. So the CPU might be worth some cash. I'm not getting shot back here. PCB comes in handy later. Nobody around for now. Still no way around, so we're still in the clear. Which is good, I think. Try to head over to the other building there, because there are another couple of PCs and things that we might be able to look. Well, we should go underground. That is a good idea. What about skills, though? Wait, do they actually go up? I don't know. Well, not really, huh? But you got the kitchen, though.
Земляк, мы стрелять не хотим, мы так наблюдаем.
Okay, first contact. You were super silent there. Holy moly. Let's head out. Let's see what we can find as well. Ooh. It was loud. Okay, maybe we should check the room beneath. It's a good opportunity to get some more parts over there. All the knots and wires that we can get. Matches. That's super important. Tons of them. At least 3. Code. We don't need that one. Screws. They're pretty useful as well. That sound like PMCs. Okay, now we have to be careful. Okay, because these guys hit hard. Not sure where they were though. Maybe we should check upstairs. Okay, I've heard the shots. Okay, he's gone.
Вон он, сука!
Okay, that's the fun part of a PVE. Because he's really getting tanky right now. We got a pretty beefy weapon from that dude. That's pretty good. Should be with single fire. Don't see where the other one is. Sweet. scav down. Was it actually a scav? I'm not so sure about that. Oh, that's another one, right? Oh, that is good. Maybe we should drop that PS ammo. So we got those 3 done, I think. Let's search ahead. That's pretty useful. To the Emercom and then to the exit. Should be hopefully safe around here. Alright, there's the Emercom. Good catch so far. Oh, the nuts are actually quite useful. Let's get rid of the energy. We take those with us.
Вон он, бля, и бац его! Contact!
That was close. It was in the PMC coming in. Hey TJ, how you doing? Good to have you back, mate. Back at PVAC, yeah. We tried a fair amount of PvP and decided if we ever wanted to be able to beat the game, we have to do it in PvE. I do play a round of PvP from time to time though, and it is fun. It's not that it's bad or anything. It's just that we don't have the time or the skill to prevail in any reasonable amount of, yeah, I don't know, time to progress anywhere that it makes sense to do it or to try it even. So yeah, that's why we're gone back to PvE. Starting off right now, actually. Good first rate so far. So how's your experience been? Hope you're doing fine, mate. And yeah, do you back in PvE as well, or you're going back to PvP and just play the heck out of it? Yeah, as much as people hate skill-based matchmaking, it's necessary for longevity. Yeah, absolutely. It probably is, but I mean, that's always defined Tarkov, right? So I don't mind it, really. I don't mind it. You can get the best players if you're playing really sneaky and stuff like that, but it's not about gear or stuff like that. I'm just accepting I'm not as good as many other players. I'm just not, and yeah, it just takes on that level way too much time to proceed to any satisfying level. Let's put it like that. At least where I would be satisfied with. So yeah, that's the reason why back to PvE it is. All right, first hideout thing done. Okay, we got the vents. You can construct the illumination. Here we go. Got some lighting up. That's great. Wait for the rest space though. Okay, all that stuff. Wait for the mat station. Okay, that's a little bit more. Yeah, I got killed by someone with 8,000 hours that already had his spear on day 2, and I just decided I wasn't having fun anymore and switched back to PvE. Been really enjoying the grind of PvE though. Yeah, I definitely can relate to that. It can really throw you off, right? Oh boy. Yeah, I as well. I loved the experience before, and I think they actually kind of made the PvE even more interesting, because the last things I noticed is before they actually wiped, and right now that the AI PMCs now roam around the maps a lot more, and they actually do collect stuff actively. So really, like, makes sense to go hunt them down and get them killed, because they could have carry a lot of really useful stuff. And that's actually a pretty cool change, and I'm really looking forward to like doing the grind and see what they come up with on items and stuff. Those are decent changes. I wish they wouldn't lose so much to the Scav AI though. Ah, yeah, that really is the case. Yeah, some of the PMC kill quests were tough because entire teams would get wiped by a few Scavs. Oh yeah, that's probably an issue, right? Yeah, I think I know. Mission accomplished. That's great news. Thank you. Hope that our cooperation will be equally productive in the future. Shortage. Hello, mercenary. Are you interested in a little part-time work? It's not a difficult task, but it's quite lucrative. Don't forget, you can get both food and drink from me, as well as expert medical care. But first, let's talk about the job. I required 3 emergency medical kits. They're called Salua, the red Western ones. I need you to obtain them yourself, not buy them off someone else, just to prove that we're serious about this. We may know each other, but not enough for me to trust you yet. Are you up for the job? Right, that's that one. Okay, but I guess we're going Interchange now as the next task. I think one of the reasons is that the scavs now, at least that's what I found out in the first days even of the 1.0 release, that scavs now spawn in packs. Like, it's not like you have like one scav that coming up to you and then there's the next one and there's the next one. It feels like, and I think it is like that, you always have like 2, 3, or 4 scavs at once. They spawn all together and they stay together and stick together, and that's how they got me on PvP a couple of times, because I could bring down like 1 or 2 with the crappy gun I had, but I could not bring down 4 guys, and they would just get me. And I think it's the same with the PMCs. If they kind of split up a little bit more, and then like a squad of scavs come onto them, you might get 1 or 2, but the other 2 guys just get the PMC then. They can be pretty good shots still, so yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why they're dying to the scavs a little bit more than what it used to be. Scavs and lighters have been insane. It's endless. Okay. I'm very eager to find out what that means. But I like that they actually increased the spawn rate again, because on some occasions it was a little bit too less of them around. Should I actually insure that one? Maybe I should. Yeah, I really wonder how streets would be then as raid. Haven't tried it after release, because there were no quests, so why go there, right? But I could imagine that it's really interesting and fun experience going there now. Locking the traders certainly slows down the progress a bit. Yeah, it does, right? I think I hadn't actually... Did I have them unlocked in PvP? Yeah, I think I have. We had them all there, but just right now on that corner there. Not have played much further. Just I think one task for Jaeger and a couple for Therapist and Prapor, and that was it. Streets is available. There isn't much of a point of going. Yeah. I heard it might be a good, at least right at the start, it would be a good point in PvP if you go streets and like stick to the back alleys where the people are not too keen to go to because there's nothing the quests demand, because then you could like get some pretty good stuff out of there that might help with your hideout or any other things. And yeah, you would be relatively safe. But yeah, other than that, it wouldn't make any big sense to go there. That's for sure. So what level you're actually... If you're playing PvE for, like, right off the wipe, I would reckon, like, in the 20s, close to 30. Holy, 45. Okay, wow. Huge number. Kudos there, mate. Kudos. That's a lot. I had a bunch of PTO stacked. I had to use this month and next month. Yeah, gotta go with the flow, right? I did the same, but yeah, wasted my time on PvP. Well, not wasted, but I tried to spend it there, and it was fun and all, but yeah. Didn't go nearly as far as I would love to. Alright, second rate interchange. Well, you don't have to buy PVE account anymore. So you got all the time in the world now. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of a fun thing to like actually sell everything on the existing PVE account. And yeah, try to get as much money out of it as possible. But yeah, in the end, we did reset because yeah, we really were. I didn't found any information about if they're actually bringing the story quests to the existing PvE accounts later or not, but in the end we decided to not like wait for that, maybe a year or maybe two, and just go with the flow and yeah, reset and do it over. Contact down there. Okay, I don't know what I did there, but, well, at least they're down and we're alive. Doesn't sound like they will. Now, that's the question, right? I don't know. I mean, they can change their mind if at least it's BSG, so you never know for real. But, yeah. On the other end, I don't know. It's now or never, right? So, yeah. Can't probably get most of what I had back by the time they would do to no point, really. Yeah, probably. I guess you're right on that. In the end, it's the fun of, like, doing it once and for all again, but this time you really know it's, like, the run. There won't be a second one. At least like that. That's kind of a bit of reassuring. Okay, good loot there. Got a couple of pimp C's and you're done. That's just so cool. Nice. Okay, that's rare. I knew that these camps were probably doing good stuff and all, but yeah, like getting 2 davies out of it is quite something. It's just so great what you can find back here. There's so many good things. Oh boy, this one will be useful as well. How can I make that happen? Right, there you go. Completely overloaded. Doesn't make any sense to loot any further. It's so much fun in PvE. Well, on the other hand, it is, since you're already level 45, I guess you're soon to be at the same, like, state that you had before, right? So... Sure, it did cost you some time, but in the end, relatively fast back to where you were before. Except probably those really long-running Lightkeeper tasks and stuff like that. They probably take their time. Getting there, yeah, right. Would have guessed that much. Right. It's AK-105. There's so much stuff here. Don't really put all that. Where can we get out? Eagle exit, railway expo. Okay. Where's that path to River Flare? I never come across that one. here's some more toolkits. Other stuff. Holy, we're so loaded. Uh-oh. Went a little bit too far. I really do love the extension of Interchange. It just feels so much more natural. Without these cramped, like, hallways around. It's a really good addition. Especially in PvP, it gives you a lot more room to circle around enemies and maybe, if you want it, avoid contact at all with other players. On the other hand, you could just try to run into the mall and instantly getting shot by a killer. That's what happened to me a couple of times. It wasn't all fun. I didn't notice that, dude. Whew, holy. Hopefully we can find some more matches. That would be great. So get the heating and that stuff done. Interchange underground utility plant. What was that for? Okay, the spot that could serve as an exit point for this from the area. Or maybe it's a pirate treasure? What the heck? Let me drop one of those because it's just too much. Smuggler's Tunnel. Oh, I haven't gotten to that one. Where the hell is the Smuggler's Tunnel? That would be a great find, actually. And our nails. They're interesting and useful as well. Put them down over here. Okay. Still a measurement tape, huh? What's that? That's a splint. Yeah. Okay, he's digging through that one. Nothing back here. Alright, metal parts. Later. Guess we're stuffed right now. What's back here though? Oh, that one is new. Okay, you need some kind of key card for that, which we don't have. I do hope they actually fixed that one, because in the beginning you weren't able to crawl under that one. Oh, but it goes now. Nice. It still is a couple of meters away. Still need to cross the road, right? Oh boy. How much time do we have left? 18 minutes, okay. We do need to check out that smuggler's tunnel at some point in time. I want to see where that's leading to. And where it is hidden. It is relatively quiet compared to earlier days. Not sure how many PCs or like other factions are spawning here though. it's not one of the recently added camps, right? So I'm not sure it works. These crates are new, I think. The extract is close, but we do need to watch our energy level. It's constantly battling. They were finally. Let's get out. Right, survived. We got just one. Pretty shame. Okay, but he tanked a lot of armor, so it wasn't too bad. How many hits did we make? Hit count 27. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, let's get rid of all that stuff. And then we just take one gun inside. We could, though, take that one over. Do we need that aim point thingy? The biggest fan of that. Try to get this one up here. Okay, and then we sell that gun. The second one. We don't need tons of them. It just doesn't make any sense. let's go to the hideout first. Before we're going to talk to Ragman. Nice, first heating up and running. Okay, what do we need for the rest space though? One more match in the white tape. We haven't come across that one, which is odd. And then we need a measurement tape. We haven't come across that one as well. Those we got the 1, 2, 1. Okay, we're moving up. Right, let's get. Okay, we have to tell Ragman what he found during the recon. Okay. Shortage. We haven't found any silhouettes. Let's go traders.
Заходи, заходи. Что, совсем ничего нету, да? Если и в лагере пусто, точно не конвой. Значит, и переживать нечего.
I did my part. You promised to show me the way forward.
Да помню я все, Акпер. Дальше иди на таможню. Это промка такая у завода. Там всем барыга местный заправляет по кличке Лыжник. К нему тоже зайди обязательно. Только на таможне его не ищи. Он, наверное, опять на свою базу на севере уехал. Там с ним и поговоришь.
How's the skier with strangers?
От него всякого можно ожидать. Он ведь тоже из говна поднялся. Через многое прошел. Но за тебя я ему поясню, так что поговорить к себе пустит. А дальше уже все от тебя зависит, брат.
Well, thanks for the help.
Ты это, если с эвакуацией не выгорит, захаживай к барахольщику. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда работа найдется.
Got any work for
Прости, брат, сейчас ничего нет.
me? Okay, not right now. All right.
Заходи еще.
See you around, mate.
Ты чё там трёшься? Да не ссы! Мне за тебя все рассказали. В порт собираешься? План говно, конечно, но дело твое.
I'm ready to evac from here too, if there's a spot. You're the one who runs this port, right?
А ты больно глазастый, да? На мою территорию не смотри даже. Все выходы с северного порта в самом начале захерачили. Так что по воде ты отсюда никуда не выйдешь.
But I see the ship sitting right behind you.
Да мало ли что стоит. Считай, это их последняя стоянка, ну или как это у моряков называется. Только южный терминал в рабочем состоянии остался. Но там эти вояки засели. Всех тогда с теплого места согнали, падлы.
All right then. Ragman said, you know the customs area well. Can you tell me how to get through?
Таможка — это ж по сути промка Полихима номер 16. Так что мимо завода ты никак не пройдешь. Но там все заминировано, и подходы знать надо.
I suppose you won't just share them for free, correct?
А ты что думал, в сказку попал? Если халтурку сделаешь одну, так я тебе не только подходы покажу. Еще и со спецом одним свяжу. Если б не его загоны философские, был бы идеальным партнером в натуре.
What kind of job?
Недавно одни пацанчики совсем страх потеряли. И склад мой попытались штурмануть. По земле они больше не ходят, но склад ремонтировать надо.
Do I look like a repairman? I'm going to lay some tiles while I'm at it.
Слышь, ты за базаром-то следи! Нахер ты мне на складах не упал, еще позицию кому-нибудь сдашь? Я тебе ничего, кроме сбора стройматериалов, и не доверил бы так-то. Я сейчас и в этом сомневаюсь.
You kind of make him angry. Okay, relax. I'll grab what you need. Just tell me where to look.
Искать сам будешь, ёпта. На таможке поковыряйся, может, найдешь что в мусоре. Больше я тебе помогать не буду. Сначала базарить научись.
Fine, we'll drag it out. Okay, what do we got? Skier knows some kind of weapon specialist in this chemical plant. It's not the kind of contract I can afford to pass up. But in exchange for the info, Skier wants me to help gather building materials to rebuild one of his warehouses. Survive and extract from customs, hand over any building material items to Skier. Okay, what else do we got here? Burning rubber. Looking for a job, you say. I have a little thing to take care of. I got a buddy who drives people around in his SUV from the city center. There, where that blue boom happened. For cash, obviously. You have to whisper something in his ear. But do it during your trip so that no scum can overhear you. I won't trust you with anything very secret. Don't even dream of it. But I don't want any rumors to spread. Job's easy enough. I'll even give you the money for the ride. You up for it? Gotta put the flyers around like... Okay, wait. Where's that one? Oh, we get that one later, right? I think we will. Okay, we insured all that we could insure, and now we need to... Oh, we could actually give him stuff already, right? Anyway, let's do ground zero. Oh, there's the cash. Nice. Don't think we need that down there. That should be suffice. Right, let's get to it. Alright, ground zero it is, the next up. Alrighty, next raid coming up. Ground Zero it is again. There's someone watching. Okay, I think I hit it a couple times. Wherever we can to get the hideout up. Oh, we need the building materials, right? So we shouldn't loot too much of the computer components. Okay, don't think we need any of those components. Any HED and stuff like that. That's a power bank. They might be useful. Craft a lot of things out of them. So we keep it. Search ahead. Alright, we're good to go. Could check the kitchen. I don't think it's necessary that we Do we get clear of this one? We need to get to the underground and check out what's up in those crates, because we need the building materials for the hideout. Time to head out, I guess. I'll have to get to the underground. But not here right now. Forgot that I can't throw grenades actually very far. I have to train all that again. Since the strength attribute is just so bad right now. There's not much going on there. What is he doing? Oh, we get that. We need it later anyway. Two guys? Those gas analyzers, a gift from heaven. Dude, what might that be? Utility one. Okay, that's cool. Let's go check that one out. Might have good stuff there. And another one of those. I want to go down and check the crates. Because they should be more building material and stuff for our hideout. Okay, do hope there's nobody down here, because that can be quite frightening. Do need a ton of those lamps. Later occasions. Oh, wow, there's a lot in here. Do need a ton of those, so they're just super useful and important to get. Okay, there should be a couple of more big crates back here. Remaining chances of getting good stuff for the hideout. We have to get up to be able to take the car extract. Not that it makes any sense to use the deagle because it's just inaccurate as hell, but it is a lot of fun to use that thing. Right here, and let's go up. I think there's no reason to move any higher. get out. Oh, shit. Now let's get to the car. Yeah, we want to get out. They're not getting deeper. It looked like PMCs. He actually got into fight with the scavs. Okay, did we hit in the end? Yeah, maybe. Not that sure. Should be level 5, right? Oh, nice. Okay, here we go. Another quest should be able to be... Oh, but we don't get experience for that. We got all the construction stuff for skier. Oh, well, then we did the burning rubber quest. Right, I forgot to unload everything. Do we get any more of that? Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. Alright, let's put this in. Gives us a little of flexibility. Oh, let's do this. Traders. Right, let's complete that one. Alright, the guy told me he showed up and did everything fine. Nice. Okay, we got supplier. What you want, work? A job? Looking for a good net salary and a full social package? Alright then, I'll give you a job. I still barely know you, so let's see what you can do. I'll give you this. Find me white body armor, the one that looks like paper, and one TOS shoddy. Gonna gear up my guys a little, but make sure to get the fresh ones. Got it? Don't need no haggling shit. So anyway, if you do fine, we can talk further about your employment, Mr. Operator. Right. Then we visit him to get him the rest.
Чё нарисовался?
Got everything you asked for.
Ну давай, посмотрю. Чё, реально в мусорках шарился? Получше ничего не было?
If I could, I would have. Will this work or not?
Ладно. Нам сейчас даже это пригодится.
Promise me the factory route and that specialist contact.
А я все расскажу, потому что не кидала какой-нибудь. Так что слушай внимательно. Основные дороги на завод заминированы. Мои пацаны тебе передадут, как их обойти. Это наши маршруты, так что там все ровно.
And the specialist.
Недалеко от завода есть мастерская, там работает механик. Он реальный профи по пушкам. Я ему скажу, что зайдет один мутный типок, но на большее не рассчитывай. Выбесил ты меня с этими гайками.
Fine, thanks I guess. We really pissed them off. Alright, we got the dailies now. And the location. Only it's gas with a headshot. Just two. Emilia Ray Cruton. Should be good on those, right? There you go, lady. You've done a good deed, mercenary. Nice. Okay, let's check tasks. Skier knows some kind of weapon specialist in this chemical plant. That's not the kind of... Okay, but in exchange for the info skill wants me to help with building materials to rebuild. Okay, we got on that. Survive and extract from customs it is. So we got the supplier and the shortage one. Didn't come across any Saluas. Alright, I think customs is the next one then. Alright, customs next. We need to survive and extract successfully. So let's move on. here we are. Right on customs. I do hope there are no huge bosses up or like the other bad guys. The goons or what else might be jumping around that map. It felt like 100% for Rishala. While I was trying PvP, I just had like every second round I ran into the goons, and then was the super shitty gun and really crappy ammo. It was some fun. Alright, it's the first Alua. So yeah, the boss rates are pretty high, which is okay, I think, because, well, it makes some of the tasks pretty easy, or like more doable, because you don't have to like search for ages, like to round off the round without anybody running around there. So I'm appreciating that the spawn rate is pretty high. That sounds like a big gun. I sure like that. It'd be nice if they actually dropped rare stuff. Kind of annoying. They said the loot from them would be nerfed, but it was key cards and that kind of things instead of the gear they have. Yeah. That's right. That's a bit of a downer. Just have to farm the bosses for all the gear to dunk on the new players like in hardcore. Yeah, maybe. Dude, they got a big backpack. I heard. Big Moss level 6 plates everywhere while I'm trying to get Chemical Part 1 done. Well, that's not good. really need to heal myself up. It was actually Chemical Part 1, though. I know. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, but Tequila is one hell of a bastard now these days. It's just so fast, I think. Even if he shoots with less stronger ammo, it's going at you with a hammer, you're done for. At least I had it a couple of times, and it was just no fun. He was so aggressive. Crap. Okay, I can fix my arm up. But the good part is if you like have to hunt Sturman 20 times and all that well, not that much clever design, quest design. It gives you a lot more possibilities to actually like get him. So I do like that. Yeah, I don't mind the boss being hard. It's just frustrating to play against best in slot gear and they wanted to. Absolutely, yeah, that's absolutely the case. Yeah, that was a bit, I don't know, not well thought through, maybe. Could have done a little better. Have we been up there yet? They said they were fixing it this time. Not a problem, PvE. That's right, yeah. It's not an issue on PvE. What I found... did they actually got rid of that stupid loading bug while you were, like, matching up for raid? And then you got this little, like, error and had to go back and start the queuing again? But then half of your mags were empty? That was an annoying bug. Glad I didn't have that one. Oh yeah, that was super annoying because I had like 2 good mags of ammo, and I looted them from another guy, and I tried to queue up for another raid, and yeah, I actually got that arrow, and I noticed it after getting into raid that the mags were actually empty, so that was annoying. The good old BT ammo was gone. Got it out, man. Good luck on your raids. Thanks, TJ, for stopping by. It was fun talking to you again. Wish you best of luck for your raids, mate, and good progress. And yeah, just have a great time, mate. Hope to hear from you again. Have a good one, buddy. that sniper dude, we can continue. We actually just have to get out alive, but I just want to get some more. Like, I need a measurement tape. It can't be that hard to find one, right? It's just hilarious how tough it is to get one. Wow. Just noticed that I'm actually hungry. Pretty good coming across that stuff. Right, let's put that down. This one goes there. Okay, doing good. Okay, that went well. Let's see if we can find our measurement tape up here somewhere. Has to be one. At least I'm hoping. Peer ass. We don't want to peer ass. Okay, not giving up. I got the measurement tape out here. Do need to get it though. But we might maybe need to make space for the white armor and stuff like that. But Taya, what was that for? that big Tushonka is really helpful. I don't think we need that plexiglass anymore. Alright. That should do it. Okay, let's search the other buildings. Oh, we can find one in here. Should be a lot of toolkits and toolboxes. Just those. Not really helping. What is in there? I'll eat both of them. That's actually pretty cool found. Some nuts and bolts. Those are all regular things that are there forever. Here's another toolbox. Still no measurement tape. It's just so funny. Just tons of the same, but nothing that we need. It's hilarious. Okay. Where's this open window? We should be able to slide through it. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay, let's push. Two really good hits for him. Okay, that was another really good hit. We really need to fix up ourselves. Not sure what he shot it with, but he hit the vital parts and not the plate carrier. We're looking for white ammo, for white armor, and a Taz shotgun, like the stupid ugly one. Okay, that was really good in here. Wait, he had a lot of people to shoot at. He was happy. I'm happy with what I could get from that. There it was. The long-awaited tape. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Huge raid. Okay, hopefully the gas station is open up for extraction. That speeds up path a lot. What a bit of trap though. Ah, it's not open. Crap. Okay, we need to take the long way. Unfortunately, this is not open. No, we don't need that crap. Okay, let's get the next one. Just one option to go. He mowed down some PMCs. Tough dude. Strike is working. Nice. Good run. Holy, 7,000 XP. That's a lot. Okay, so we got 2 U6. 1 sniper, 2 snipers, tons of scares. Good round. Really good round. Really happy with that one. Look at the damage absorbed bomber. Yeah, okay. It should be level 6 though. And lots of stuff to upgrade the hideout. It's huge. But look, we actually have access to mechanic. Wait, I forgot to talk to him. Anyway. Let's turn that stuff in. Good shit. Gonna continue working together. Here's your reward. That's nice. Okay, we got the shortage. Can we hand that over? That's number 1. Is the job done? Good, then here's your reward. Okay, so we got this daily up and running. Exit the location, streets of Tarkov. I'm not going to go there now. Can we visit him? Yes, let's go.
Наемник, ты ко мне по делу или просто так?
That gear guy told me how to find you. Says you know your weapons better than most.
Если брать Тарков, то, скорее всего, так оно и есть. Хочешь купить хороший обвес?
Too pricey for me. Actually, I need something else for you. I have to get to the port.
А зачем тебе порт? Я слышал, что он закрыт.
We were told the port is the final evac point. I have to check it out, even if it really is locked down.
Доверяй, но проверяй. Хороший подход. Хоть и заставляет иногда выполнять лишнюю работу. Что тебе нужно от меня?
I don't know safe route. Heard the area around the factory is mined all over.
С этим я помогу. Есть тропа, о которой знает только один мой знакомый грибник. По ней ты выберешься к лесу и не встретишь проблем.
Great. Do you know where I can buy some gear, by the way? Not the fancy stuff like yours. Something more simple and maybe a bit cheaper.
С этим тебе поможет Прапор. У него есть каналы снабжения из-за кордона, так что в наличии всегда есть оружие и снаряжение российского образца. По большей части примитивное, но надежное. Цену свою точно отрабатывает.
Okay, don't let him know I'll visit him. Don't want our first meeting ending in blood.
Конечно. Но перед тем, как ты пойдешь дальше, у меня есть одна просьба.
Every other trader started with favors first, and only then offered help.
Здесь сложно жить иначе. Думаю, ты привыкнешь. Мне нужно проверить кое-что на заводе.
Want me to do some recon some areas?
Нет. В последнее время в цехах стало больше диких. Как будто кто-то собирается подмять эту территорию под себя. Я хочу выяснить, кто стоит за ними.
How are you planning to do that? Want me to drag Scaff back alive?
Есть вариант попроще. Принеси мне несколько их стволов. По ним все станет понятно.
And their owners.
Мне все равно, что с ними будет. Но без боя они тебе ничего не отдадут.
Need any help?
Сейчас подумаю, что тебе выдать.
Saving the mole. Hello, mercenary. I've got a lot of work, so I'll be brief. Terror group sent a USEC task force after one of their employees. He was accused of leaking information and they wanted him removed. I don't know if they succeeded or not, which is why you need to investigate this. Check the terror group complex in the city center. Look for traces of both the squad and the employee. I used to work with him, so I want to know what happened in the end. He'll almost always carry the drive with his important data on it. So if you find it, bring it to me. Affirmative.
Конечно. Удачи, наемник.
Alright, okay, we got that done. Now we can finally build a generator. Shouldn't take much, but yes, gets us rid of these two. Should we keep that one? I know we need to hand in someone later, but anyway, screw it. Let's turn it on there. Just one more bolts, I think it is. Should have spawned us, right? Ah, dang it, we don't have access to him for now. Can we get this from him though? Ah, there you go. That's neat. Okay, hideout. Here we go. Workbench. Nice. Things are getting better and better by the second. Turns out Beer didn't send just regular squads into Tarkov. There was real SOF guys here. I'd like to know more about those units and what exactly they were doing. Locate the trace of the Beer special squad. I should check Beer outposts. Oh, where could that be? Survive and extract from factories is the next one over there. Okay, shortage. So I guess 2 raids today. 1 factory, 1 might be ground zero then. We'll have to see.
Тогда до встречи.
Здравствуйте. Что-то срочное? К сожалению, пока ничего нет.
Okay, she's nothing to
Зайдите
offer.
позже.
Just want to make sure that we got everything that we can
Буду
from the
рада
traders.
увидеть вас в следующий раз.
Let's do the clean sweep for just a second. Skier, maybe.
Здорово. От души, братан, бывай.
Заходи, заходи. Прости, брат, сейчас ничего
Okay,
нет.
nothing as well. All right, we're good to go.
Ага,
Let's go
ага.
factory.
На связи
Make
тогда.
some noise. All right, on to the next one. Factory. Curious if the boss is up. That will be a tough one. But maybe we might be distracted by PMCs, so maybe we're good.
EMP's not ours!
There's just still PMCs left. I feel like they were moving to the right though.
Вижу уебище!
Well, that was a bunch of PMCs. It was amazing. Just so many guys on just one spot. Crazy. How many of these guys were here? Just sounds like too much. Well, let's start looking for useful things and then just get out. Don't need to drag this raid into the longest. What do you have? You already struck clean, right? Could we check out the labs, rooms? Maybe there's some more saluas or stuff.
Блядь! Ебашь его! Попал в него! Вот пиздарик. Ты засранец вонючий, мать твою! А? Куда он застрелился? Кепка!
Got some crazy spawns here. You really have to watch your toes. Not getting caught up here in some scav cluster assault. Okay, just waiting for roommate to pick up the matches, and then we're heading out, because that's all we need. Okay, what might be in here? Ooh, Pefco. Good stuff. Laser match. They might prove to be pretty useful. You still can't buy these, right? Let's give us that one. Do you miss any toolboxes or something? Oh, I guess not. Wow. Another 6,700. It's big numbers. We get 2U6, a beer, Nox game. And a couple of scavs. Nice. Good rate. Good performance. So far. Okay, wait. How do we do this story? Hand over any weapon to mechanic. Okay. What else do we got with those guys? Oh, here we go. The extortionist. Kind of busy right now. Although, hang on a sec. There is an urgent matter. There was a firefight about an hour ago in the garage across the river. Just where my errand boy was headed. To hell with him, he was a total moron anyway. But he had with him one particular key. A mighty complex key, I might add. To the door that can be freaking anywhere, you know? This clown was delivering one very valuable thing to me. The bastard hid it somewhere and locked it with his eyes tormenting key and came to me to talk up the price. What a bitch. Even raised the pay a little for the smart move, but this wanker still hasn't told me where it was and went to get it for himself. He was muttering something about a bunkhouse, so I guess he did the thing there. Although, honestly, there's a shit ton of bunkhouses and customs. Anyway, I'm almost sure he's got smoked somewhere at the garage near the roof roadblock. Find the key and then find me that package, even if you have to check all doors from the center to the port. Okay, let's visit the mechanic so we can hand him over the guns.
Надеюсь, ты по делу?
Do what you asked. Here's samples. Going to look them over. Let's get rid of that one. And let's get rid of that one.
Да я отсюда вижу, что это
Can tell
обычный
from
мусор
here.
диких.
It's just
Оставь
regular
где-нибудь
scat
в
junk.
углу. Неужели они и правда надеялись выкурить Тагилу вот с этим? Могли бы сразу застрелиться. Было бы легче и быстрее, чем от удара кувалдой.
Tequila, the big guy with the weird mask.
Ага. Один из двух ненормальных братьев. Тоже раньше работали на полихиме. Стоит держаться от них в стороне, если не готов к серьезному бою.
Understood. Perhaps you know something useful about the nature reserve.
Заповедник у нас большой, так что самое главное — иметь с собой припасы и не заблудиться. Можешь взять за ориентиры озеро с лесопилкой, гору к северу от озера и упавший самолет на востоке.
What about that plane? Did it go down recently?
Самолет явно гражданский, но когда и при каких обстоятельствах он был сбит, никто не знает.
Got it. I'll go see, check it out myself.
Спасибо тебе за работу.
Falling
Если
skies.
останешься тут, заходи. Мне не помешают люди вроде тебя. А прапору я уже все передал. Можешь зайти к нему, когда будет удобно. Либо он сам тебя вызовет.
All right. Need any help?
Всегда что-то найдется, не переживай.
Okay, we got that already. All right.
Конечно.
Gotta go.
Удачи, наемник.
Good. Oh, we got a call? What's that? Visit?
Чё нарисовался?
You want to see me?
Раз ты тут, значит, есть у нас еще шансы сработаться. Делюга такая. Я нашел крыс, которые слили налево координаты нашего склада.
You deal with them?
В том-то и проблема. Они сразу после атаки свалили, а вместо себя пару трупов в огне оставили. Мы только вчера подмену спалили.
Any ideas where they are now?
Этих гондонов видели по дороге в лес. Так что там и искать надо. Сами они шестерками были, кроме склада ничего и не видели. Но сам понимаешь, такое говно на тормозах спускать нельзя.
What do you want me to do?
Чтобы ты пошуршал в лесу и уложил кого-нибудь. Мне нужно, чтобы все знали. Кто лыжника прокинет, не желез больше. Если крыс моих найдешь, мочи. Если кого-то другого уложишь, тоже сойдет.
Got it. What's in it for me?
Ты же до порта добраться пытаешься. Так вот, без тропок нужных ты к берегу и не выйдешь. А я тебе их покажу. Бонусом сведу с одним важным типом. Такие связи на дороге не валяются.
Right, deal. I'll bring news from the woods.
Проходи, не стесняйся.
Got any jobs for me?
Ща поскребу по сусекам.
Here you go. Shooting cans. Greetings. Are you looking for a little extra cash? That's perfect, because I have a job for you. I know that the city center is where AGs and cards where we deploy during hottest fights. Find me one of each and report back. Also sweep the area around them. Make sure no one gets to the firing positions before my guys do. I think 5 bodies will be enough. Scavs, PMCs, whatever. Last trespassers, last chance of an ambush, you know? Nice. Here we go. Finally some Prapor.
Нет, пока ничего.
Right, gotta go.
Мои парни тебя проводят.
Okay, this time Skier gave me a tougher job. I need to stir up trouble in the nature reserve and neutralize the scavs that attacked Skier's warehouses. I don't necessarily have to track down anyone specific. For Skier, the point is to make a loud statement. Falling skies. Locate the fallen plane. The plane has crash landed somewhere in the woods. Alright. Okay, the road to the port runs from the factory through the Priozersk Nature Reserve. A mechanic shared a couple of routes with me, along with contact for Prapor, who can provide me with Russian-made equipment. Okay, let's check if we can actually get there. Alright, time to head for woods. Last raid for the day. Getting pretty late here. And off we go. Okay, what's is the final one? Oh, we can't look. Okay, so we need to find the plane. We need to drop 3 or 5 scavs or whatever, and then we need to stay alive and head out. Fairly straightforward. Depending on where we start, the plane is easy to reach. Okay, but we obviously spawn far back of the area, so it's not that easy to reach. As expected, to be honest. First searching the scav town in the back. Now you stumble across some people over there. Oh, let's check the targets though. Okay, some kills. Where can we find some scavs? Hope there's some more around here. Looking for Iskras. Here's the Basilua, it's the final one. Good stuff. And relay is super good. Duct tape, also pretty useful. Okay, we don't need any of those. What's back here? Okay. Oh, that's all crap. Alright, let's continue. Alright, we got the all. So we should be able to build the... oh, that comes in handy. That's good. And you should be able to build the lavatory on the first stage. Nice. Alright, continuing through Old Sawmill until the crashed plane. First check out the barracks because there could be some really good stuff in there. It's a big shed. still alive, but well, we get him anyway. Ration supply. Let's give it a full drink. Okay, that dude's down. We don't need that crap, but we could use this one as an additional storage here. See what happened there with a fallen sky. Alright, there it is already. Need to be careful though. A lot of enemy forces around here. Okay. We got that done. 2 out of 3. Right, one more to go. I want you to get out alive. Probably be the hardest part, especially if you run the new sawmill area, because they could be one of the bosses. And he's a pretty good shot with some high tier ammo. guess these are the guards from the boss. But I'm not sure. That was a welcoming. Right? Not so sure with the guns and sounds and all that stuff, but might be. Way to patch yourself up. A little bit of health and vitality. A little bit of surgery as well. That's good. Okay, and then we can move up. Guess we need a big sniper to get that going here. Wow, what happened? Oh, we got some bleeding, right? A quick sweep of the checkpoint here. And heading further. Okay, let's move out. You need to get the extract. just survival now. Get out, stay alive. All there is to it now. That's where he came from. Like, glad I've spotted him first. Not the other way around. Where did he go? Wait, what? Oh, there he is, I think. There he is. Well, it looks quiet. Let's get out. And we're gone. Nice. Right, survived. And we got 6 gaps. Okay. Let's that's enough. And we're on level 8 already. And we got some really important things for the hideout. So we should be able to build another 2 things. let's build those hideout stations first, and then we head over the Salua, the last one. Alright, med station. Construct. Here we go. We can finally make our own Saluas. I mean, the CMS kits. And we got our lavatory. Things are starting to heat up. Okay, now we need wires and all the blue things to get all those hoses created. Because we need tons of it now. Tons and tons of it. Nice. UK. Really good. Wait for that one. Oh yeah, the relays and the power cord. And for the water collector, it's just everything. Especially the hoses. Should have those two. We need a couple more crickets and the dry fuel. This will be the most complicated to get again. And we just need a DVD drive, which we couldn't afford this time, but we'll find it next time, I think. Oh, I was scrolled down. I was just wondering where the heck it was. Here we go. Thank you, young man. The first aid kits will be put to good use. I won't tell you any more than that, though. Okay. Sanitary Standards, Part 1. Good afternoon. I have an urgent job for you. It is important for all who still live, or more precisely, exist in our woeful region. Do you know where the chemical factory is? Doesn't matter now what was produced there and what is happening there now. I mean, who controls it or who tries to secure it. I have a firm suspicion that some sort of poison is leaking from the factory premises into the groundwater. And because of the lack of supplies from the outside, we're all forced to drink this water. Do you understand? Even the filters are no longer effective. If we do not resolve this issue, nobody would need ammo and grenades anymore. To figure it out, I need the readings of radio and gas analyzers, which should be in the factory shops next to the water pumps. Look for a small separate room right in the workshops, and that's the place where it should be. If you don't find it there, then look elsewhere. There is no longer my business where exactly you get it from. And luckily, we already have one. It's about time. You did an important service to many, if not everyone. And we got Sanitary Standards Part 2. Hello, good that you were here. I have a job just for you since you're already familiar with it. Our engineers have successfully neutralized the chemical leak from the factory, but the water is still not fully purified. Although the only remaining pollutants are specific to petroleum products, we assume that this is connected to the TPP fuel oil storage next to the factory. Know these? It's hard to miss. There's a big pipe there. Technical room of fuel oil storage furnace facility must be nominally equipped with the same radio and gas analyzers you found in the factory, if, of course, they weren't stolen yet. Locate and bring them in, and we will solve the water problem in the region, at least for a while. So we need 2 for that. Unfortunately, we just have 1, but, well, that gets us closer. Okay, we do this next time. We got the steer out. We do this next time, saving them all. All right. Well, let's go back to Skier. He's the one we need to talk to. Job's done. Not sure if they wear your rats, though.
Нормально, нормально. Ко мне один из этих дебилов сам пришел извиняться. Второго подстрелили. Может, это ты и был?
And what happened to the one who came to you?
Да захерачил я его.
Good call. Can't trust rats like him.
Опа, а ты реально шаришь. На моем уровне нет времени сюсюкаться с такой мелочью. Так что доверие мое лучше не испытывать.
We need to make good with him. He said you took me out with some big shot and showed me the way to shoreline.
Это да. Маршрут тебе мои пацаны подскажут. А вот контакт миротворца уже никто, кроме меня, не даст.
Is he tied to the UN or something?
Ага. Связан, как и все они. На словах за мир во всем мире, а по факту снарягу европейскую сливает в крысу. И интересы свои закрывает. Так что ты с ним не расслабляйся.
Does he work with PMCs?
Ага. Но с кем попало, в говно не полезет. Пока что он готов с тобой только поторговать, не больше. Может быть, позже сможешь через меня договориться о нормальном сотрудничестве.
Understood. Thanks for the info. You're right. I completed the job for Skier. And in return, he showed me a path to the coast. They say the Azure Coast Salvador was an important terror group port during the evacuation. All can access Shawl and I can also buy equipment from Peacekeeper. Okay, we ask the traders next time as well as we taking the jobs that are out there for now. Let's check out Peacekeeper. Yeah, he doesn't have anything, but we can sell very important stuff to him because he takes those things for a lot of cash. And we need tons of those. We could already buy a DocTech case, but that's probably the second part we should do. First of all, we need the lockscaft junk box. Because this keeps us from cluttering up the inventory and the stash to the fullest. Already does right now, so we need to be careful. Alright, this should be it for today. Quite the progress. Really satisfied with that. It was awesome. Okay, so next time when we're starting, we're asking the traders about the fallen plane, about the crashed plane, and we also try to talk to all the traders for further things to do, because there are quite some. And after that's done, we can head back into the raids. But for now, it's time to end. And yeah, that was huge. That was a really great session. Lots of progress, really lots of progress. We blasted through the first couple of quests and hopefully can continue to do so to really get going and keep the story quests coming in, as well as the normal ones, the standard ones, of course. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed a little bit, and I hope to see you on the next one. So as always, take care, everybody, and stay safe, and bye-bye.